Rapid revision batch, also called as quick revision batch, applicable to May 2021 examination. This will be completed in 20 to 25 hours, and one of the important will concentrate more on important chapters in examination point of view. Okay, so in our subject income tax, there are some chapters are important in examination point of view. One is heads of incomes, salaries, house property, business or profession, capital gains, other sources. These 5 heads will be very important in examination point of view. And residential status is also one of the important chapter. Residential status is also one of the important chapter, and set off and carry forward is also one of the important chapter in examination point of view. And chapter 6A deductions is also most important in examination point of view, and computation of total income. These chapters are 3-star chapters in examination point of view. Every attempt having majority portion from these chapters. Okay, so my suggestion is you should also require to pay more attention on these chapters, and also I will take more time in this rapid revision batch to exclusively for explanation of these chapters only. So very important. So majority of time will be allocated to these important chapters. So of course I will discuss each and every chapter, but the time allocation is based on importance of the chapters. Okay, so I will give you some general information. In examination point of view, 3-star chapters. In income tax examination point of view, there are some 3-star chapters which are very important in examination point of view. One is residential status. Residential status. Residential status, and second one is heads of incomes. Heads of incomes. There are 5 heads of income: salary, house property, PGBP, capital gain, other sources. These 5 heads are very important in examination point of view. And the third one is set off of and carry forward of losses. Set off and carry forward of losses. This chapter is also very important. And next one is chapter 6A deductions. And the next 5th one is total income. And the 6th one, TDS and TCS. These chapters are 3-star chapters in examination point of view. So please pay more attention on these chapters. Okay, so next, double-star chapters. Double-star chapters clubbing, clubbing of income. Clubbing of income is a double star chapter. And next one is return of income. Return of income. Return of income. And is unimportant chapter is advanced tax. Advanced tax, miscellaneous topics, exempted incomes, advanced tax, double star chapters, one more chapter, exempted incomes. These are the chapters included in income tax subject. So one of the important area, please concentrate, please pay more attention on triple star chapters first. Then you have interest and you have time, then go to double star chapters. After that, concentrate only on triple star chapter. Okay, so now in this rapid revision batch, we should also concentrate more on triple star chapters. Okay, introduction to income tax. Introduction is also a double star chapter. Introduction, so the basic fundamental chapter. So now starts with the chapter 1, introduction to income tax. Okay, introduction, I will take only 1 to 1.5 hours for completion of this chapter in this rapid revision batch. Only will take only 1 hour or 1.5 hours. We'll discuss only the amendment that there was very important amendment in Finance Act 2020 in introduction chapter. There was an introduction of optional tax rates or concessional tax rates to some of the assessees. I will discuss only those amended areas in introduction chapter only in this rapid revision batch. So that is one of the important, I think in Finance Act 2020 there was 2 major amendments. Out of that, one of the amendment is in introduction chapter, that is introduction of new tax regime. New tax regime or optional tax rates. Optional tax rates under section 115 BAC, 115 BAA, 115 BAB, 115 BAD. So we'll discuss only the matter relating to optional tax rates introduced in Finance Act 2020. Okay, amended area. Okay, it's the most important amendment. I think in May 2021 examination, I think compulsory a question relating to optional tax rate. Please be prepared. Compulsory, I think total income problem based on optional tax rate. I think in my opinion, so total income problem compulsory based on optional tax rate is nothing but the question contains compute the total income of the assessee if the assessee opted the provisions of optional scheme under section 115 BAC. I think it will be in 21 examination. So I will discuss the tax rates and amendments relating to tax rates. Okay. Yeah. First go to introduction chapter. Introduction. Introduction to income tax. I will discuss only the topic relating to tax rates. Okay, just we'll take only 1.5 hour or maybe 2 hours. Okay, so introduction to income tax. Here every person, because person includes 7 types of persons: individuals, HUF, AOP, BOI, partnership firm, companies, local authorities, any other artificial person. There are 7 types of persons included in the definition of person. So, and all the persons covered under the definition of persons are having separate tax rates. What are the tax rates applicable to each and every person? Okay, so we'll discuss the tax rates, existing tax rates and new tax rates introduced in Finance Act 2021. Okay, so first one, person tax rate. Existing. So first one is individuals less than 60 years, HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP, except cooperative society. Except cooperative society. Except cooperative society, because cooperative society is having separate tax rates. Therefore, it was excluded from point number 1. Okay, so individuals less than 60 years being resident is nothing but resident individual less than 60 years, HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP, except cooperative society, and non-resident individuals, no age limit, irrespective of age. So individuals, resident individuals less than 60 years, HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP, except cooperative society, and non-resident individuals, no age limit. These persons are having separate tax rates. These persons are having same tax rates. Okay, the applicable tax rates to these persons are slab rates, that is up to 2.5 lakhs nil, up to 2.5 lakhs 0, no tax. Next 2.5 lakhs, next 2.5 lakhs is nothing but 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs. So also called as next 2.5 lakhs, next slab 5%. Next 5 lakhs, next 5 lakhs 20%. Above 10 lakhs, above 10 lakhs 30%. Above 10 lakhs 30%. Okay, so up to 2.5 lakhs nil, next 2.5 lakhs 5%, next 5 lakhs 20%, above 10 lakhs 30%. Okay, next one, resident individuals more than or equal to 60 years but less than 80 years. That means senior citizens, resident senior citizens, resident senior citizens. The applicable tax rate is up to 3 lakhs nil, up to 3 lakhs 0, Next 2 lakhs 5%. Next 5 lakhs 20%. Above 10 lakhs 30%. Resident senior citizens. And the next one. Next one. Resident individuals more than or equal to 80 years is nothing but resident very senior citizens up to 5 lakhs nil. They are not liable to pay tax up to 5 lakhs. They are liable to pay tax only his total income exceeds 5 lakhs. Otherwise, no tax liability will arise. Okay, up to 5 lakhs, there is no tax liability to resident very senior citizens. Next 5 lakhs. Next 5 lakhs, 20%. Above 10 lakhs, 30%. These are the tax rates applicable to resident senior citizens, resident very senior citizens, and normal assessees. So, these are always slab rates. Okay, next. Cooperative society. Cooperative society. Cooperative society up to 10,000 10%. Up to 10,000 10%. Next 10,000 20%. Above 20,000 30%. Above 20,000 30%. So these are the rates applicable to cooperative society. Cooperative society is also having slab rates. Next one, fifth one. Partnership firm. LLP, local authorities. These persons are liable to pay tax at flat 30%. Simple, easy. Flat 30% tax rate is applicable to partnership firms, LLP, local authorities. These 3 persons are liable to pay at same tax rate, that is flat 30%. Next one, companies. Companies. Company again classified into 2 types: domestic companies, foreign companies. Domestic company, one of the important point, generally applicable tax rate is flat 30%. The applicable tax rate for domestic company is flat 30%. But there was an exceptional case. In such case, the applicable rate is 25% only. But the 25% rate is applicable subject to a condition. The condition is the company's turnover during the previous year 18-19 does not exceed. So the company's turnover during the previous year 18-19 does not exceed 400 crores. Then the applicable tax rate is 25% only instead of 30%. So flat 30%, flat 25%. In case of turnover during the previous year, (18-19) does not exceed 400 crores. So this is one of the important point. Generally, the applicable tax rate for domestic company is 30%. In problem, in the absence of information relating to turnover of previous year 18-19, there is no information in this in problem relating to turnover of 18-19, then go for 30% rate. Generally applicable tax rate is 30%. 25% is applicable only if problem contains the information relating to the turnover 18-19 does not exceed 400 crores. If problem does not contain any information relating to the turnover of 18-19, then go for 30%. Generally applicable rate 30%. So if problem specifically mentioned the turnover of 18-19 does not exceed 400 crores, then only apply the 25% rate. Otherwise, don't go for 25% rate. Okay. So next, foreign company. Foreign company. Simple, flat 40%. So these are the tax rates are applicable at present. So every person covered under the definition of person. There are 7 types of persons covered under the definition of persons. All are having separate tax rates. All are covered in this chart. Okay. So one more clarification. Up to cooperative society tax rates, all are slab rates. These tax rates are called as slab rates. These tax rates are called as flat rates. Therefore, the tax rates are classified into 2 types. One is slab rates, second one is flat rates. Some of the assessees are liable to pay tax at slab rates. Some of the assessees are liable to pay tax at flat rates. Okay, so now we'll go to the amended area. Now we'll go to the amendment relating to Finance Act 2020. Out of these persons, some of the persons are having optional tax rates newly introduced in Finance Act 2020. So what are the optional tax rates introduced in Finance Act 2020? Optional rates are concessional rates, new tax regime. Okay, optional tax rates. So one of the important area, amended area in Finance Act 2020. So please concentrate on this area. Optional tax rates. Optional tax rates. Finance Act 2000, introduced in Finance Act 2020. So which is very important in examination, upcoming examination. So please pay more attention in this area. Okay. So generally the person includes 7 types of persons: individual, HUF, partnership firm, companies, local authority, AOP, BOI, AJP. But optional tax rates were introduced in Finance Act 2020 only to some of the persons, not to all the persons. Those are optional tax rates were introduced only for individual HUF, and cooperative society is having optional tax rate. And third one, domestic company is having optional tax rates. Therefore, optional tax rates is applicable only to individual HUF, cooperative society and domestic companies. Optional tax rates not available to partnership firm, AOP, BOI, AJP, local authorities. So except individual, HUF, cooperative society and domestic companies. Foreign companies also not having any optional tax rates. Optional tax rates were introduced only for some of the persons only. So those are individual HUF, cooperative society and domestic companies. So let us see the details of optional tax rates introduced in 2020 Finance Act. So one of the major amendment, drastic amendment in since 5 years in income tax point of view. So introduction of optional tax rates. Okay. Optional tax rates, there are 4 sections: 115 BAC, 115 BAA, 115 BAD, 115 BAB. Okay. So let us see the details of optional tax rates. Section applicability. Tax rate. Optional tax rate. Section applicability and optional tax rate. First one, 115 BAC. Out of 4 sections were introduced in Finance Act 2020 relating to optional rates. Out of 4 sections, this section is very important. Please pay more concentration on this section. I think we'll give in examination in 2021 May examination point of view. So clearly clarify, please clarify all the doubts relating to section 115 BAC, which is relating to individual HUF section. The remaining sections are, I think, out of syllabus sections. So I think the examination point of view may be unimportant sections. So, but 115 BAC is one of the important section in IPCC level, that is intermediate level. Okay, so pay more concentration on section 115 BAC when compared to other sections, 115 BAD, BAA, BAB. Okay, so now I will give you the information relating to all the sections. Okay, so next, 115 BAC applicability. Individuals HUF. Or HUF. whether resident or non-resident, irrespective of age limit. (115) BAC is applicable to individual HUF, whether resident or non-residents. Non-residents are also having these optional tax rates, irrespective of age limit. No age limit. Every individual, irrespective whether he is normal SSC or senior citizens or very senior citizens, are having a right to opt this scheme. Okay. Next, the optional tax rate. Applicable optional tax rate is new slabs. Generally, individual HUF are having the slab rate of existing slab system is here discussed above. So there are 4 slabs. Individuals HUF are having 4 types of slabs in existing tax regime. Up to 2.5 lakhs 0, next 2.5 lakhs 5%, next 5 lakhs 5%. Next 5 lakhs 20%, above 10 lakhs 30%. But in 115 BAC optional scheme, they are having 7 types of slabs. New tax regime. In new tax regime under section 115 BAC, individual or HUF having 7 slabs. Okay, so give you the tax rate under optional scheme under section 115 BAC is up to 2.5 lakhs nil, up to 2.5 lakhs 0, next 2.5 lakhs 5%, next 2.5 lakhs 10%, next 2.5 lakhs 15%, next 2.5 lakhs 20%, next 2.5 lakhs 25%, above 15 lakhs 30%. There are 7 types of slabs in optional tax rate under section 115 BAC applicable to individuals HUF. Plus surcharge rate, surcharge if applicable. Existing surcharge rates. There is no introduction of new surcharge rates. Old surcharge rates are applicable as it is existing. Plus health and education cess at the rate of 4%. This is the ultimate tax rate under section 115 BAC applicable to individuals HUF. There are 7 types of slabs instead of 4 slabs in existing tax regime. Individual HUF are liable to pay tax at 4 types of slabs. So now the slabs were increased to 7. Plus surcharge if applicable, because individual HUF are liable to pay surcharge if the total income exceeds 50 lakhs, otherwise no surcharge. If the total income exceeds 50 lakhs, then surcharge is applicable as it is. And health and education cess at the rate of 4% always applicable. Tax plus surcharge plus health and education cess. Okay, So next section. Next section, (115) BAD. 115 BAD, resident cooperative societies, applicable only to resident cooperative societies. Applicable only to resident cooperative society. Resident cooperative society. So one of the important conclusion is non-resident cooperative societies are not covered in this section. Okay, the applicable tax rate is flat 22%. Flat 22% plus surcharge at the rate of 10%. Surcharge at the rate of 10% plus health and education cess at the rate of 4%. This is the tax rate under section 115 BAD, applicable only to resident cooperative society. Generally, cooperative society under existing system, generally cooperative societies are having slab rates. Cooperative societies at present liable to pay tax at slab rate, but in new tax regime, cooperative societies applicable tax rate under new tax regime is flat rate. So that is the major difference. Existing tax rate for cooperative society is slab rate. New tax rate under 115 BAD applicable to cooperative society is flat rate, flat 22%. But in case of individual HUF, existing also a slab rate, new tax regime is also a slab rate, but slabs were increased to 7 instead of 4. Existing slab rate, new tax rates also slab rate applicable to individual HUF. But in case of cooperative society, existing tax rate is slab rate, but new tax rate is flat rate. Next, 115 BAB. 115 BAB. 115 BAB, domestic companies, applicable to domestic company. One of the important, subject to two conditions, that is domestic company carrying manufacturing activity and date of registration on or after 1/10/2019. So if these two conditions were satisfied, condition 1, it must be a domestic company and the activity carried on by the associate company is a manufacturing activity, and the date of registration on or after 1/10/2019. If these conditions were satisfied by the associate, then the applicable tax rate is flat 15%. Flat 15% plus surcharge at the rate of 10% plus health and education cess at the rate of 4%. Okay, so flat 15% plus surcharge 10% plus health and education just 4%. So next, one more section relating to domestic company. Once again relating to domestic company, but any other domestic company, 115 BAA, other domestic companies. Other domestic company is nothing but other than manufacturers, and date of registration before 1st October 2019. So if the above conditions are not satisfied by domestic company, then falling under section 115 BAA. Conditions were fulfilled, then 115 BAB. So in 115 BAA, the applicable tax rate is 22%, flat 22%, plus surcharge at the rate of 10%, plus health and education cess at the rate of 4%. These are the optional tax rates introduced in Finance Act 2020. Optional tax rates is available only to individual HUF under section 115 BAC, resident cooperative society under section 115 BAD, domestic companies under section 115 BAA and 115 BAB. BAB is applicable exclusively for manufacturing companies and registered on or after 1/10/2019. Otherwise applicable under section 115 BAA. So BAB tax rate is 15% plus surcharge plus education cess. BAA tax rate is 22% plus surcharge plus education cess 4%. These are the optional rates were introduced in Finance Act 2020 applicable to individual HUF and cooperative society, that to resident and domestic companies. There are two sections for domestic company, one for manufacturing companies registered on or after 1/10/2019. So another one for any other domestic company. So, but there are certain important note points relating to this new tax regime. So the most valuable note points are there. So I will discuss the note points relating to new tax regime. Notes relating to new tax regime. So the one of the important note point is rebate is available to those assessees who wants to pay tax under optional tax system. The answer is yes. Rebate is available to those assessees opted the provisions under section 115 BAC if they are eligible, because rebate is available only if total income does not exceed 5 lakhs. So persons who are not having the total income exceeding 5 lakhs are eligible for rebate under section 87A, even if he wants to pay tax under optional system. So existing system and optional system, in both the cases the assessees are eligible to claim rebate. Okay, so one of the important note is rebate under section 87A. Rebate under section 87A is available under optional provisions. So rebate under section 87A is available under optional provisions. So, but subject to some conditions. The conditions were, that is existing conditions. The assessee's total income does not exceed 5 lakhs and the assessee must be a resident individual. So rebate is available only to resident individuals. Only to resident individual. Resident individuals having the taxable income less than or equal to 5 lakhs. So under optional tax regime, the assessee is still eligible to claim a rebate under section 87A. Next, one of the important point, there are some special incomes are there in Income Tax Act. There are some special incomes. That means, example, long-term capital gain, short-term 111A, long-term 112A winnings. Special incomes always taxable at special tax rates, even if the assessee opted the provisions under optional scheme. So special incomes taxable at special tax rates, because optional system is not applicable to special incomes. That is one of the important point. There are some special incomes in Income Tax Act point of view. These tax rates, these special incomes are always taxable at special tax rates. Those are special incomes. Tax rates. Special incomes, short-term capital gain, section 111A, the special tax rate is 15% flat. Long-term capital gain, 112A, 10%. Long-term capital gain, 112, 20%. Winnings, 30%. Deemed income, 60%. These are special incomes in Income Tax Act point of view. The applicable rate for special incomes are given below. So in these cases, optional tax rates not applicable. Here the conclusion is optional tax rates not applicable to special incomes. Optional rates not applicable here to special incomes. Okay, therefore special incomes always taxable at special tax rates. Special incomes always taxable at special tax rates, even if the assessee opted the provisions under new tax regime, that is under section 115 BAC or BAD, BAA, BAB. So that is one of the important. Third note, when will you opt the optional scheme by the assessee? When? When will you opt the provisions under section 115 BAC? So the time limit for opting this provision, that under new tax regime, when will you opt the to pay tax under optional scheme under section 115 BAC, BAD, BAA, BAB, etc. The time limit is when. That means the assessee can opt the provisions under section 115 BAC within the due date for filing the return of income under section 139 subsection 1. That is the last date for opting these provisions. If he doesn't opt the provisions within the due date for filing the return of income under section 139(1), then go for normal tax system and liable to pay tax at existing tax regime. Optional tax system will be opted by the assessee. The time limit for opting this scheme, new tax regime, is the last date is up to the due date for filing the return of income under section 139 subsection 1. Due date, within the due date, for filing return of income under section 139 subsection 1. If you want to pay tax under new tax regime, new tax system, then you can opt this scheme within the due date for filing the return of income under section 139 subsection 1. Okay, so one more point. Is the option is available each and every year? The next question is the option is available each and every year? Is nothing but is the assessee can change the option each and every year? Is having a right to change the option each and every year? So the answer is under section 115 BAC. Under section 115 BAC, if the assessee having PGBP income, not having PGBP income, not having PGBP, then he can change the option each and every year. So that is the benefit given to assessee under section 115 BAC not having PGBP income. Yes, he can opt the provisions under section 115 BAC each and every year. Every year he can change the option as he want. Okay, so having PGBP income, he cannot change the option each and every year. Once opt these provisions, then he is liable to pay tax at optional tax rate in subsequent years also. So he cannot change the option each and every year. Option is available is only once. Once opted the provisions, he cannot change the option. Thus, in subsequent years also, he is liable to pay tax at optional tax rate. Once withdraw the option in subsequent years, then he cannot avail the option again in his lifetime. That is one of the consequences. Cannot break the chain. Once break the chain, then he is not eligible to opt the optional scheme under section 115 BAC again. That is one of the important backdrop. Okay, so it cannot change each and every year the option under section 115 BAC if the individual HUF having PGBP income. If they are not having PGBP income, he can change each and every year as they want. Okay, next other sections 115 BAA, 115 BAB, 115 BAD. In these sections, no. Option cannot change every year. Once option exercised, it cannot be withdrawn in subsequent years. There may be a possibility of 1 mark bit here. The flexibility to change the option each and every year is available only to section 115 BAC. That too subject to a condition not having PGBP income. So in any other case, option cannot change each and every year separately. Option once exercised, it will be continue in subsequent years also. Okay.
Hi students, I am Prakash, Academic Advisor, Masterminds. Just now you have watched a sample video of our rapid revision batches for CA Inter level. So we are very happy to say that we have developed this kind of rapid revision batches for all the subjects of CA, Inter and IPCC level. And if you are interested, then you can directly purchase rapid revision batch videos of your choice from our app. So first of all, you please do install our Android app Masterminds Online Classes from Google Play Store. So after that, click the option Store. After that, select the filter CA Inter RRB. CA Inter RRB. Yeah, here it is, CA Inter RRB. So whatever the subject you want, you can purchase the same. And for each video there will be around 6 months of validity. That means whenever you purchase a course, there will be 6 months of validity. That means you can watch at any time before 6 months after the date of purchase. And we will be giving 1.5 views. That means each 1 hour of video you can watch for around 1.5 hours. And these videos can be watched directly in your mobile phone. And if you belong to iOS platform, then please do install an app called Class Plus and enter the organization code as MZGUN. I hope that you liked the sample video of RRB subject being uploaded by us, and please do subscribe this channel so that you can receive a notification whenever we add a new video, and also press the like button if you really like this video, and also press the bell icon so that you will receive a notification. And please do send a mail to my mail ID if at all you have any academic doubts or issues. My mail ID is mssprakash2012@gmail.com. So once you visit our app, not only RRB videos, you can find large number of other videos also. If you belong to CA Inter, then so in the filter section you can select the option CA Inter. Then all the videos related to CA Inter will be visible to you. So just now I have pressed the option of CA Inter. Now all these are the videos available for CA Inter. For example, if you want to watch the videos of a particular subject at CA Inter level, or a particular chapter at CA Inter level, either of regular batch or crash batch, all such videos are already available in the app. So the videos related to CA Inter regular batches, videos related to CA Inter crash batches are already available in this app. Either you can purchase a particular subject, or sometimes even some few chapters, or even the entire group you can purchase directly from the app. That is the convenience with which you can watch the videos by installing our app. All the best. Let's have a glimpse into the roots of the Masterminds. So Masterminds were established in 2002 and is undeniably the pioneer and the leader in MEC, CA and CMA coaching in India, with a lion's share of nearly 20,000 admissions per annum. It is an incredible initiative by 3 visionary edupreneurs. That is me, MSS Prakash, Chartered Accountant, my brother Mohan, my sister-in-law Radha, from the same family at a very young age, under the successful mentorship of our father, Mr. M. Sivaprasad. Within the shortest span, our presence have expanded to almost all major cities of AP and Telangana. We are humbled to say that very soon we want to expand to the states of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu also, so especially with the wishes and support of all our old students. We offer best quality services for MEC with integrated coaching for CRCMA Foundation. Exclusive MEC CEC coaching is also available. Regular class, study hours and revision exams, MMTS services for all the levels of CSCMA courses. And recently we launched a unique academic program called MEC Pro, aiming the students who aspire to pursue BBA, CLAT or MBA in future rather than CSCMA courses, and we have received excellent response. So our students have achieved first rank for 47 times in various courses that we offer coaching. Till now, our students have bagged 977 All India ranks in all the stages of CMA courses. So 98 All India ranks in a single attempt of CMA inter and final exams, and 180 All India ranks in CMA courses in 2019 and 20 alone. So 3 All India first ranks in the year 2020 alone. So right now we have around 150 batches of various courses in Guntur and all our branches together.